This time Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Ready, set. Check, 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 check. Hey, orbit. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 1. Go.
Clark throwing on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
At the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your next step.
Looking to throw. Clark. And he'll find Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Check, 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 check.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
third down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. Let's get that ball. Check 50. Check 50. Fight.
They'll run on first down. It's Austin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 30 base. You say. Hey, Delta. Stay grip.
Here's Clark from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Alpha.
Complete to James O'Shaughnessy. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hard.
Now Clark operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Steps away to his left. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49. Mike, 49. 49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go, get.
Now Clark to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
After Ravens 15 yards on.
Check. Check 3. Mike 52. Mike 52. Here it comes.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Get the flag. 49. Hey. Let's go. Come on. Set.
On 1st down, Childs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing is Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Double time. Double time. On the ball. Hey, check. Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the Jet sweep. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready to break. Watch the run. Now.
On 3rd down, it's Austin. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the line. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Clark escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hurry, hurry.
Clark now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Austin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clark to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clark completes it to Austin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Go, go. 3 down, 3 down. 90 is a mic. We ain't giving it.
Here's Clark to throw on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Go, set, 50, plant. Watch the pass. Go.
Now Clark throwing on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clark toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Ready, ready. 10 logo. Fellas, let's set a tone. Check safety, check safety. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Complete to Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll run on 1st down. Childs. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Choose the mic. Stay with your man.
Jackson down on 3rd down. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On 1st down, it's Austin. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The 24-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Clark to throw. Off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Clark now to throw on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Jackson throwing again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready? Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
On 4th down, Franks. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 44 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back. No problem there on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to wind up. Man, It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Second and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Clark from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. Go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
90 is a Mike.
Fair.
Pretty quiet. Check 37. Check 30.
Here's Clark throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check 24. Check 24.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now this time he'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Austin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Back to throw. Clark under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more